Okay, so by now you've probably heard the theories and the conspiracies around the Peter Falconio case, and that Peter Falconio might have actually staged his own disappearance, or that Joanne Lees wasn't telling the full story. But let's strip all of that back and look at what's actually been proven, because that's what we work with. This is true crime, this is law. And it's been over 24 years since Peter Falconio vanished on a remote highway in the Australian outback. This case was chilling. It actually was so chilling that, as we've already established, it inspired the movie Wolf Creek. It fictionalized the idea of backpackers being hunted in the desert when this was actually real life. This actually happened. No script, no Hollywood ending. Real life. Now, as we've already established, Joanne Lee says they were flagged down by a stranger on the highway. Peter Falconio gets out. There's a loud sound. He disappears. She never sees him again. She is then attacked, tied up with cable ties, and somehow escapes, hiding in the pitch black bushland for over 5 hours before she's finally rescued by a truck driver. The man she identified was Bradley John Murdoch, and the forensic evidence backed it up. His DNA was found on her shirt, and a forensic expert actually told the court it was 150 quadrillion times more likely to be Murdoch's DNA than anyone else's on the planet. So in 2005, he was convicted and sentenced to a life in prison with a minimum of 28 years. All his appeals were denied, but to this day, he never confessed, not even once, to the acts committed that night. And the biggest question still remains. Where is Peter Falconio? Where's his body? It's never been found. There's been no burial site, no murder weapon, just a vast desert and years of silence. Now, what we do have is a memoir from Joanne. She wrote it in 2006, and it was called No Turning Back. She shares her side of the story and the trauma that she lived through. But even then, she faced public suspicion. People said she was too calm, too composed. Some conspiracy theorists even pointed the finger at her, that she had something to do with Peter Falconio's disappearance and killing. But here's what just happened, and this is why I have brought it up on my page. Murdoch actually died this month, July 2025, from throat cancer. Still behind bars. He took whatever truth he had to the grave. And under Northern Territory law, he wouldn't have been eligible for parole unless he revealed where Peter's remains were. And he never did. And now he's gone. So it's very interesting why he didn't do that. However,